Hello, me and my friend and channel buddy Ria have been using this channel to make video letters to each other because we've moved to, well, she's moved away from this country, so we can't see each other anymore, and we don't really have Skype right now, so I thought, hey, why not we make video letters to each other so that we can hear each other and see each other, and it'll be like we're Skyping, only in clips. So when I started this, I didn't really think of it as a vlog, even though some people might have thought it was a vlog. I mostly thought it was just, letters to a friend. But now recently, after doing so many videos, I just feel like I want to do more, and I just want to talk into a camera, because I found that was really a lot more fun than I thought it would be. So me and Ria both agree that we want to try starting vlogs. So this is my first vlog. And me and Ria, even though we wanted to make vlogs, we weren't sure what we wanted to talk about. So we decided to make themes. So both of us would make a video about a specific thing or a topic or a theme that we decided. And this time for our first theme, decided to make a little self-introduction, as well as a couple of weird things we did to make it a little more entertaining. And so let's start with a self-introduction. I'm Shine. I made this channel with my friend Ria, who's now in Ukraine. However, I live in the Philippines. I'm Korean. I haven't been in the Philippines for that long. I've only been here for like a year, almost a year and a half now. Oh, it is quite long. And then before this, I was in Hong Kong. Before that, I was in Nepal. Then I was in Korea. And then I was... Oh wait, no. I was in Hong Kong. Then I was in Korea. Then I was in Nepal. Then I was in Italy. Then I was in Korea again. And then I was in India, where I was born. So that's how about my lifeline story thing. I am a female, as you can tell. I hope you can tell. I hope I don't look like a male. That would be weird. I am a female. I like to read a lot. Reading was like my escape route as a kid, so it just stuck with me. So I love reading a lot. I love listening to music. And it feels really weird staring into a camera and talking. So on to the 3 weird things that I've done. Start with my youngest memory. I remember when I was about 7, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 7. I used to crack, well, first of all, I went to this huge private Catholic school, for various reasons, even though I'm not Catholic. And they have this huge nut tree in the school field. And sometimes the nuts would drop. And what I would do when I was a kid was find the biggest one I could find and crack them open so I can eat it. So I would crack them open with a stone that I found, and me and my best friend would spend time until my sister, who was 6 years older than me and was I think she was in high school, middle school, I think, probably. When she was in middle school, and we were waiting for her so I could go home with her. I would just sit around and crack nuts for like hours. And I would get soot all over me when I come home, and my mom would always be so angry at me because I would get my pretty uniform messed up. And my mom really likes my pretty uniform, even though I didn't like it that much because it was dead winter and they were making us wear skirts. And I wasn't very happy about that because, I was 7. And also, I don't think I would be happy with that now either, because I would be like freezing to death. So yeah, that was the first weird thing that I used to do when I was little. Second thing, let's see, a middle point in my life. I'm currently 15, so the middle point would be about, well, I'm almost 16, so I'll say about 8. No, that's 2. Oh, I really haven't lived that long. Enough to say that 8 is middle point. Let's see. What else? What other weird things that I used to do? I think when I was in Nepal, I used to talk to inanimate objects. Oh, no, more interesting than that. When I was very little, but I can't really remember that well, I had an imaginary pet shark. And every time we sat down at the table, I would be like, no, you can't sit in that seat. My shark is there. And I'd be like, oh, wait a sec, you have to feed some to my shark. And that is how I spent my time. And when we moved to Italy, my mom told me that when we were in Italy, and my dad just sat down next to me at the dinner table, and he's like, oh, where's Shark? Because I would usually say, no, he can't sit there, because Shark would always sit next to me. And I said, oh, Shark is coming by a boat after me, so we have to wait a bit until he's here. And I think my parents found that hilarious, and I think I truly believed that I had a shark. I knew I couldn't see that shark. I couldn't really visualize the shark. I just thought, well, I have a shark. I wouldn't say that I was like, oh, I was like imagining it and like giving it funny scenarios. No. What I did was, I said I had a shark. I told everybody I had a shark. And then after a while, I was just like, yeah, let's go get a shark. And I would be like, this is my shark. This is my shark. My shark would always be there. My shark always is this. And I set like an entire character called Shark, who was my friend. So that's what I did as a kid. I think that's probably why I like writing stories now, because it was really fun to make up a little shark and just say, oh, I have a shark friend, and I give Shark its own backstory and things. After that, I had a couple more imaginary pets, like a kangaroo. I think I had once, but that didn't really last long. And the third and final weirdest thing, when I fall and I get hurt, my first reaction is to laugh, like, a lot. I don't know why, but I do that. I remember doing that when I was really young, and I fell off a swing, and I went flat, and my sister, who was supposed to be looking after me, and she was pushing me on the swing, by the way, and I was like, no, stop, because I felt like I was gonna fall. But she was talking to her friend, so she couldn't hear me. So what happened was I just toppled backwards because, I was slipping. And then I started laughing uncontrollably while my sister just freaked out next to me. And then the second time that happened was when I was in Italy, I think. I was playing a computer game and I beat it. And my sister was behind me, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna show it. And I pushed the desk away and expected my chair to roll because it had wheels, but it got stuck on our little bumpy floors and I fell backwards. And then my head actually started bleeding. And my first reaction was to laugh uncontrollably for like a good 10 minutes before my sister called my parents, who just left the house, to say that, oh my god, my head was bleeding, please do something. And I kept laughing for like 15 to 30 minutes until my parents came running back home. And only when my mom's like, oh my god, are you okay, that I started crying. Because it hurt. Because it did hurt. I won't lie, it did hurt. And the final time that I fell recently was just a couple months ago. Ria knows this. Ria knows this very well because I freaked everyone out. It was raining, because in the Philippines it rains a lot during this season. And I got my lunch and I was going out. And the floor was still very red and slippery, and I wasn't really thinking about that. So I just ran up to the table and I did this epic fall where you have your legs here and you're running, and then basically what happened was one of my legs slipped under me and I fell like that and straight onto my back, and I just lay there laughing for a good 5 minutes while everybody was going, oh my god, Shine, are you okay? Oh my god, Shine, is there something wrong with you? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I was just laughing, saying that was the most epic fall that I've ever had. So yeah, that's the 3 weirdest things about me. I used to crack nuts behind my school when I was little. And I used to, what was my second thing? I can't remember. I really have short memory spans. Oh, my imaginary shark. The third thing is every single time I fall onto my back, I start laughing uncontrollably. So yeah, that's my 3 weirdest things. I hope you learned a little bit more about me, and yeah, I think that's it. Bye bye!